with the bag, baby, never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carlos, really running the best. Car moving through these Ubers, I maneuver with the bag, baby, never feeling stressed. Car moving through these Ubers,
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Greg Zuerlein, the Rams kicker, approaches, kicks it off, and here we go from Los Angeles. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Uses the spin, and he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's second down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Flag 58 rail! Flag 58 rail! Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90. Slow.
Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. They go play action. Now Mahomes rolling to his left. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Green 90. Green 90.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Green, blue 45, blue 45.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Harris has him over the middle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is going to be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. Off past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now it's gone. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
This is taken at the 15. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. That electric Kansas City offense takes the field again. And a lot of the talk this year, understandably, has been about Patrick Mahomes. But really, this is just a fun team to follow, is it not?
It really is. And when you think about their head coach, Andy Reid, and his ability to adapt to the talent he has, adapt to how they play football in 2018, to actually be ahead a little bit, because you see elements of college offenses in his. You see, of course, the spreading the field and throwing it to his fast guys like Tyreek Hill. Travis Kelce does a little bit of everything at tight end. Kareem Hunt. I love this offense, and they're winning games essentially 42-28. Their defense has the benefit of playing essentially every game with a 14-0 lead. So this is how they're winning, not on lockdown defense, but really through exciting offense.
And now as the weather gets colder and they're having a good season, this is the time to be tailgating at Arrowhead. This is
There's
one of the...
no doubt. Smell that barbecue cooking and hear that crowd chanting and singing the national anthem. Home of the Chiefs.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Samson Ebukam in there to get him for a loss of 5. third and long. It's Mahomes. He's going to air one out. And he fires one that's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on third and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
After the interception, here's Goff. Rolling to his right. And this one is incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play. Keep it alive, hoping someone would pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete. Second and 10. Goff again. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
Five. Go. 20.
Now Goff. That's going to be complete to his tight end Everett. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 14 yards there and a first down. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going, and they've got it here with a first down. First and goal, Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it second and goal. Just beating the play clock is gone. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Here we go.
And with the play clock running out, Sean McVay will take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Go, son! Like clean! Shell!
Here's Goff. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Green 90.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On the stop was Aaron Donald.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. And his throw here is incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Ready! Blue 45! Blue 45!
And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready! Green 90! Green 90!
Mahomes to throw on second down. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a gain of 5, and they're going to have a third down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Here we go now. Green 90! Green 90! Turn up!
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. On line, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
180!
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Oh, yeah!
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout.
Hey, lift! 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 Hey, lift! Lift! Lift!
Here's Goff now on second down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Check, go get him, go get him, go get him. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". 14.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here we go, fellas, here we go. Cut. 180.
On second down, here's Goff. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. The Rams on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
180. Got it. Check. 53 Mike. Check. 53 Mike.
Back to throw, Goff. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now Mahomes. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. This is Hunt. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken at the 37. Fighting down past the 45. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Now, the Los Angeles Rams, they continue to be a great story this season. A solid team. That wonderful start, although they did lose Week 9, obviously, to New Orleans. So the 72 Dolphins celebrated again.
Yeah, they got a chance to hug it out and still be the last team to go undefeated in modern football. 17-0 that team was, but let's face it, no one shedding any tears for the Rams after that loss to New Orleans. They still have weapons galore on offense, a stout defensive front led by Aaron Donald, leading their division. They're aiming for the playoffs, and as all their moves in the offseason and during the season, picking up Dante Fowler Jr. to rush the passer, they're shooting for the Super Bowl.
So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. On the return, it's Pharaoh Cooper. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Black 20.
Now a play fake here on first down. Out to his left. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. Changing topics here for just a second to look ahead to our Thanksgiving slate. You got Chicago and Detroit early, but then, of course, Dallas late. And it's a rivalry game. They host Washington.
Yeah, and how great is that we're going to get that one on Thanksgiving, because they've given us some memorable ones throughout the years. And it's always interesting to hear just how intense this rivalry is, even in today's NFL. I've talked to guys who have played for both Dallas and Washington, and they always say it's such a struggle when they hear they have to go to the other team. No matter what the circumstances, that's the one team that you don't want to go play for. And they always say it's very strange to put on that other uniform.
Whoever wins that game, the turkey will taste a lot better in the locker room after. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And a big loss here as he's taken down. D. Ford in there to make the play. It'll be a loss of 14, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline, because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
When we talk about Aqib Talib, technique is not the word that comes to mind, but don't worry about that. This guy anticipates as well as anyone in the league, and he did just that, picking off another pass.
Go, 12, go. Value three.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Back to the air. Goff on second down. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Another carry now for Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, here's Goff. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will make our score 9-0. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And now here comes Kansas City. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Green 39. Green 39.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. On the move to his left. Throw left side taken in by Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. Mahomes now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hill. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Hey, with that incompletion, time to have some fun. And I want to know, at the Davis household, who carves the turkey?
Well, certainly not me.
Well, I knew that.
I can tell you that. But let's just switch it. Who cares who carves the turkey? I want to know what you're going to be knocking down on your plate on Thanksgiving Day.
Well, definitely turkey. Now, my mom's corn and green bean casserole, while it may not sound overly appetizing, is out of this world. And her sweet potato casserole, second to none.
So, I should be making my plans to fill a seat at the Garden household?
You're more than welcome.
Because I think my household may kick me out.
What's your favorite? What's on your plate?
I'm telling you, when you throw the yams at me, look out. Because I'm gonna go to town. That's like dessert to me.
Well, how about dessert? I go pecan and apple pie with vanilla ice cream.
Ooh, there's nothing wrong with that. I like the pecan pie, but I do love a chocolate pie. I can't help myself. It's one of my favorites.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the fourth quarter. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. To throw on second down is gone. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
Like 20.
Out of the gun, Goff. And the pressure gets to him again. D. Ford in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Caught, Kelce, left side. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 3rd down, it's Hunt. Fancy footwork in midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. Mahomes going to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelce. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90. Ace. Ace. Z.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Being chased out left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Mikel Roby-Coleman. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go.
After the interception, here's Goff. Oh, he's got him in wide complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A very solid gain of 27. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
On the counter, Gurley. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now it's gone. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And thanks to the interception, the Rams offense cashes in for 6.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point. A shotgun snap for gone. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Zerline out now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45. Check. Lucky.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Ndamukong Suh able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Matt Longacre in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Ready. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Ace, ace.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So he got 3 on 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now here's Mahomes. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And Butker able to put this one through. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Space to maneuver at the 40. Fighting through, and he's got space. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. This offensive line starting to win up front. You win that battle in the trenches, you can kind of wear them down here late.
So you bring in the second part to that equation, and that's the big running back, the big bruiser, who can get more than what's blocked and break a few extra tackles and gain yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Merlin.
Goff going to throw it. The deep ball for Gurley. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. On 2nd and 10, Goff dumps it off to Gurley. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Rams are victorious here as we say so long from Exposition Park in L.A.